vegan, because we cannot escape the final judgment.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Манай нэвтрүүлгүүд олон хэлээр гардаг. Зочлох хаяг suprememastertv.com/schedule.
They just did it because of their idealism, because of their protective nature. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And because the world looked up to them as the police.
Yeah.
Police of the world. So they just did their job.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Alexis, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. Здравствуйте means hello in Russian, one of the official languages of Yamalo-Nenet. My name is Matvey. The benevolent citizens of Yamalo-Nenet thank you for showing respect for all living things and being at one with nature. Yamalo-Nenet is an autonomous region in northern Russia. As more than half of its territory lies beyond the Arctic Circle, the area is naturally very cold. But the frosty air can be forgotten when one glimpses the legendary reindeer that abound in this snow-covered land, and the night sky that fills with the northern lights in breathtaking scenes of celestial beauty. Yamalo-Nenet is further blessed with thousands of bodies of water, from lakes and rivers to bays and marshes. Under the ground of Yamalo-Nenet lies one of the world's largest reserves of natural gas, which is distributed to nearly all of Russia as an energy source. The indigenous Nenets people have lived in this Arctic region for more than 2000 years in a culture that still exists today. Their peaceful lifestyle centers on harmony with one another and with nature. The Nenets have also passed down a history of legends about the mythical clan of beings called Sihir-Shians, who wore beautiful clothing and metal pendants, and who may still be living in secret places underground. The Yamalo-Nenet region has also inspired artistic creativity in its people. Nenets painter Tycho Wilka was one such artist, whose beautiful landscapes convey the stirring spirit of the land. It was a pleasure to briefly introduce hospitable Yamalo-Nenets to you, happy viewers. May the great spirit of all things nourish your hearts and souls. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within, to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped Word-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Chinkai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Chinkai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Chinkai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Chinkai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Chinkai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Chinkai respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Chinkai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Chinkai promotes the peaceful, loving, plant-based diet and envisions with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where animals and people live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the International Vegan Restaurant, Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan food products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we are aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Chinkai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. Today we are blessed to present a recent insightful phone conversation between Supreme Master Chinkai and a Supreme Master Television team member entitled Women Have to be Protected and Respected, Part 6 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 24, 2021.
So it's not the Americans' fault, or it's not that they love war, no. They also don't want to spend like billions in a strange country and then risking their sons and daughters' lives.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, it's not fun. They just did it because of their idealism, because of their protective nature. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And because the world looked up to them as the police
Yeah.
of the world. So they just did their job.
Exactly.
That's it. But the Taliban was the cause, was the excuse for them to do that. Otherwise, you don't see them going to another Muslim country,
No.
even in Iran.
Yes.
Even though Iran and America did not get on well and did not talk well at the moment because of the so-called atomic development problem, or North Korea, even the atomic bomb and all that, this is even more urgent and more serious. Well, they didn't go there to make war.
Yeah, true.
Because the Iranian government still treats their citizens, not borderline brutality.
Understand.
Still lets them have some freedom, yeah?
Yeah.
The Iranian girls, I saw them also wear some normal Western clothes, some of them, yeah, or jeans. And they also go to college, universities and all that.
Yes.
So there's some form of freedom, some portion.
Right.
The Iranian government did not forbid the girls to go to school, did not force people to wear burqa.
Yeah.
So even then, America and Iran are not on good terms since a long time because Americans and the world worry that Iran makes nuclear bombs. So they have to check on them. But then they did not go there to make war with them just because they are Muslim.
Yes.
Many other Muslim countries now make peace with each other and even with Israel.
Yes.
So America was just negotiating peace, peacefully, gently.
Yes.
But the Taliban was too much, too brutal, that the international community cannot just ignore the pain and the suffering of the woman there. That's why. So I don't know if after 20 years they did not change. I don't know what can change them, okay?
Right.
Let's see what the karma brings. Let's see what God decides. I can only say a few words, however unpleasant, just hoping to wake them up, hoping that they will be less violent, they will be more gentle on the woman and the so-called ex-enemies.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I risk myself to talk like that, because maybe sweet words don't work. Everybody will kowtow to them and nobody dares say anything. So maybe my talk might wake them up, because it's brutally truthful. I did not mince my words. I hope to wake them up that way. Sometimes people need to be shocked out of their stupor.
Yes.
Hopefully,
True.
that's all. But anything else, I don't know. I cannot guarantee anything.
Yes, Master.
What can I do? I'm an old woman. Mostly, I normally should be just a spiritual teacher. And now I have to do many other things. I'm busy already with my work with Supreme Master Television, with my business.
Thank you for speaking up, nevertheless.
Yeah, I have to.
Yes.
I have to. I have to fend for the woman, or whatever I can. At least I cannot just ignore it. I cannot just keep quiet for my safety or for whatever precaution.
Right.
I don't live for my safety. I live for others. I cannot just ignore the plight of the woman there when it comes to such an extreme like that.
Yes.
Because I feel the suffering, their suffering, as if it's my own. Like, suppose it's me.
Yes.
That's why. I cannot bear it, okay? Suppose you are in Afghanistan and you are Afghan, and I know you. How would I just stand by?
Right, understand.
I don't know them, but I feel like they are me. They're my friends, relatives, or whatever.
Yes.
Because they are just like you. They're women. They're innocent. They're helpless.
Yes, Master.
They have no arms. They don't have anything to defend for themselves. And they trod upon them like dirt, like worse than criminals. The women, they were not criminals. They did nothing wrong. Never.
No, they're innocent.
So they cannot be treated that way. It's beyond inhumane. It's beyond evil. I don't regret saying anything I have said.
Yes, Master.
So, as I say, President Trump signed the peace deal because he really wanted peace. He doesn't want any more bystanders, innocent deaths for the Afghans as well as for the Americans. Yeah.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean he is scared of them. Okay? He was just a nice president. Yeah, or maybe bordering naive, believing that everyone else also plays straight and fair as he does.
Yes.
So he believed in the Taliban's promises. That's why he signed the peace accord. And now, even though Biden looks weak, or the governments or the armies of the international community are leaving, and it seems like they're very humble. But just because they wanted peace,
Right.
they want to avoid bloodshed. That's why they humble themselves. But that is not a sign of weakness.
Yes.
Yeah, even though they look weak. Maybe Biden is weak or looks weak, but the Americans are not weak.
Yeah.
They still have their commanders. They still have the generals and the big, whole, powerful, top of the world army.
Right.
Yeah. So they might even bypass Biden to defend the innocent, helpless Afghans, like the women and the children. So no one should mess with the Americans.
Yes.
No one should look down upon the Americans. No one should feel like they have victory over the Americans, even though it might seem so.
Right.
Though they might seem humble now, for peace's sake, but not forever. If pushed too long and too hard, they might just, pay back.
Right.
Yeah. And this time they will not leave any stone unturned. Yes. So anyone who feels like they have victory over the Americans, they should think twice. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I want to say, because no one should mess with the Americans.
Wow, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
If they ever retreat or sign the peace accord, it's because they don't want any more bloodshed for both sides.
Yes.
For peace's sake, for humanity's sake, that's all, okay?
Right.
Not because they're weak. They have all the latest and most modern equipment for war. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
So why should they be afraid of anybody?
Right.
The people who should be afraid are the Taliban. Because the Americans, they're not afraid of anything. That's
Right.
why they went from one country to another, wherever is in need of their powerful protection.
Right.
Yeah. They don't mind sacrificing their finance, or their most useful and beautiful and powerful men and women to protect others, no matter how far that country is, no matter if that country has anything to do with them or can offer them anything, you
Right.
know, and finance or fame, okay, nothing. They are very unconditional. So,
Yes.
yes. They're not afraid of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If they show humility, that is because they are great.
Yeah.
Because they know they can crush anyone. It's just they do things with caution and with humanity at heart.
Yes.
So they don't always consider themselves or don't use enough tricks or strategy to win. Because they consider lives of others.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
That seems to be weakness to others, but it's not like that. They're just born and raised in a very straight kind of heroism. They don't know tricks. They don't do things behind the enemy's back or stuff like that.
Right.
That's why sometimes the enemy so-called wins.
Mm-hmm.
But because they do things leniently, they didn't really want to go all the way out. So I think if the Taliban is being arrogant because of the so-called victory, they might have to think again. Because if they push too hard, I don't know if the Western community, they're very united. You can see if America goes somewhere and wants to defend one country, then other allies also come with them.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they are very united,
Yeah.
despite there sometimes squabbling a little bit here and there because of different opinions, but they're united
Yeah.
together behind the Americans. I don't know if the Taliban, if they continue their brutal way, like 20 years ago, or like the way they are reporting right now, recently,
Yes.
still carry on this kind of brutal regime policy, then I don't know if the West will ever forgive them again. If the West ever will shake hands again or trust them ever again
Right.
for any peace talks. And once they're decided, I think they will go all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what the Taliban has, they cannot match against the West.
Yeah.
There's no match.
Yes. It's true.
Because they won in World War II, they won in other countries, many countries, many times.
Yeah.
The Americans alone or with the allies, they won all the time. They also won the Third Reich. Hitler,
Oh, yes.
Germany before,
Yes.
and the Germans, they're powerful. They were very high tech at that time compared to anybody else.
Yes.
The Americans, they went all the way there to Europe to defend justice and to rescue the Jewish people at that time.
Yes, Master.
They're not afraid of anybody. Win or lose, they might not be sure, but they're very courageous people. They're Americans.
They are. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see that.
The
Yes.
only time they did not want to win, or they seemed to back off just because maybe pressure, like Vietnam, there were pressure from their own people even, because the Americans, they're too straightforward. They don't know how to do PR.
Right.
And many countries know how. And PR is very important also to decide
Yes.
if you have enough support or not. Otherwise, the Americans, they are not afraid of anybody. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's true. They're
Okay.
really brave.
They go all the way to a strange and far country where they don't speak the language, they don't eat the same food, and they expose themselves to all this strategic danger of war because they don't do much strategy.
Yeah. Incredible how brave they are.
But that doesn't mean they're afraid of anybody. The Americans, better don't think like that about them. Don't push too hard. You will feel sorry. Whoever. All right. And I just hope that the Taliban backs off. Be more moderate, be more humble, be more righteous with their citizens. Otherwise, if the West feels that citizens are oppressed under the Taliban, I don't think they would just stand by and watch.
Yeah,
right. It's not their nature.
Yes.
They have this heroic in them.
Yeah.
That's their ideal.
Yes, Master.
And that ideal will not die. And this time, nobody can guarantee that the Taliban will ever be having their name again anywhere.
Yes, Master.
One time they forgive or they back off, but not all the time.
No.
They behave humbly because they're great. They know they can crush anyone, anytime. So they don't need to show off.
Yeah, I agree.
So they just behave humbly. That doesn't mean that they are afraid or they just give up or are losing the war. They don't lose.
No.
They just consider human sacrifice on both sides.
Yeah, that's true.
They want peace. After all, peace is all everybody needs. Everybody wants peace.
Right.
But in order to keep peace, we must live according to logic, reason, and virtue to protect the citizens. So if somebody continues not to have peace, then the Western people, they will jump in, I think, sooner or later.
Yes.
Just to protect peace.
Yes.
Even if they have to go to war to protect peace. That's what they do, all the time.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
Treasured viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled Women Have to Be Protected and Respected, Part 6 of 8 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is The Wisdom Eye, the most mystical chakra. Selections from Coloring Our Lives by Supreme Master Chinghai, Vegan, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May the loving kindness that you spread bring peace and friendship for all.
Vegans, soldiers without weapons.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.